Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth and righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that have passed away serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. All right, I want to do this video because it's just something that I've noticed over the years, and I've been noticing it. It's not new, and it's probably not going anywhere, even with this video. Which is that brothers in this truth have a horrible tendency of watching each other more than they watch themselves. And it's like, it's funny because we all got 20 different things lined up to say about each other in this truth. I could sit here and look at the next man and tell him perfectly how he sinned or how he messed up 20 different times. And then let him tell it, there's 20 different other things that I done wrong. And there's 20 different other things the next brother done wrong. So it's like we watch each other so perfectly. We have a fucking magnifying glass on each other. But how about the things that you're going to say about me? How come I'm not making it where you can't say shit about me? Because there's nobody in this truth that nobody can't say nothing about. Even brothers that aren't, necessarily wrong or not living wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that's living right that people are still going to talk no matter what. So it becomes a thing of, why the fuck do we talk about one another so fucking frequently, so much? Why don't we just mind our fucking business? Like, that's what I'm about in this truth, man. I've always been the type to mind my business. That's why I don't got dirt on nobody. Oh, excuse me, I actually do. But I just don't be fucking, I'm not the one to sit here and fucking talk shit about people knowing that I ain't perfect. That's the funny thing. I got dirt on a lot of men in this truth. High-ranking men. But you know what? Why? What is the Lord gonna do to me or for me for bringing out dirt on men? Is the Lord gonna bless me? No. And I'm gonna hit you with something. What if the dirt that I think is dirt is not really dirt? What if there's a legit excuse, or not excuse, but reason for why brothers might have done certain things over the years? And I'm sitting here helping other motherfuckers crucifying. We have to get out of this mind frame of talking about others, man. We worse than the fucking church. The church is just gossip. We'll be like, we'll sit here and condemn a motherfucker to hell. Oh, he can't be 230. He's not a man of the Lord. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, seriously, we have to grow the fuck up, man. That's one thing. Like, it's like we've matured backwards. It's more and more Israelites in the truth now, at least that I know of, than any time in history. We have so many brothers that have woken up and that have been woken up and are going to still keep waking up. And look what we're doing with it. We're teaching them the bad habits that we learned growing up. I wasn't even in, the One West, House of David, the 464 building. I was in, I'm still technically new. I'm still technically new. Like, everybody that went to One West, everybody that split in the 90s, they're all over me in the truth. But something got in us, even me, and I wasn't there. With the whole looking at others before you look at yourself type thing, man. We have to unlearn these behaviors, because there's behaviors that are of man. For example, you know how many times I've seen a man in this truth look at a woman to lust after her? We have to stop doing that. That shit is off. How about we deal with that? How about we stop sitting here looking at women and saying, oh, yeah, I'll give it to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've realized over the years that I've, done a lot of that. Not knowing whether the chick has a husband or not. Just because she don't got a nigga in front of her, don't mean she, you know what I'm saying? don't mean she not married. You know, we have to deal with those type of demons, man. We have to deal with the anger towards your brother. Those are fucking demons. You know, we have to get rid of this mentality of asking a motherfucker what camp he part of just to start condemning the camp. And that works always, man. That works always. That literally works always. You know, because one time I ran into some IUIC members and they asked me what camp I'm part of, and once we sorted out what doctrine I'm dealing with, they started going in on on the elders. My elders. I'm like, hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your elder's not fucking clean either, bro. So let's not point fingers and shit, you know, because he claimed he had a certain video about my elders saying certain shit, like, yo, because you didn't understand what they said. You know? But let's stop doing that bullshit. Let's stop pointing fingers and saying, oh yeah, you know, you see, you know, let's stop looking for a big show at each other's expense. We're just like fucking social media. You know, I'm part of a Facebook group that was started by a former coworker of mine called Team Petty. And it's funny how you go on certain brothers' YouTube pages, it's just like Team Petty. All they do in Team Petty is put people on blast. And sometimes they actually put each other on blast. Sometimes they put each other on blast. Like it's really like they share funny shit and all that. You get a good laugh, whatever. But that's what the thing is for. But it seems it's funny because in this truth, it seems like a lot of men in this. I should add a lot of brothers from the truth into that team. Like most of the people are based out of New Jersey. Even the people that's not in New Jersey are from New Jersey. They just might have moved to Atlanta or some other shit, you know, or PA. But honestly, that's how brothers in the truth are. But it's like we put each other on blast so fucking much. Like we want to be the next Jay-Z putting fucking Prodigy on the powerhouse, whatever you call that screen, the Summer Jam screen. Like, let's stop doing that shit. You know, the scriptures also talk about meddling in many matters. You know, we're watchmen, but come on, man, we got to watch ourselves first. We got to watch ourselves and watch ourselves. We all have something wrong with us that we need to be dealing with, but we're so in a rush to talk about others and saying, you see, that guy did this, that guy did that. We want to be like fucking Wendy Williams and have the dirt on each other. And where's that getting us? Because let me tell you something. Every finger you point outward, you got another 10 fingers pointing back at you. If you make your career in this truth off of talking about people, guess what? You're going to go down that same way. We have to really like mature to the point where we're not naming, you know, calling brothers out and shit. Because what's going to happen? Immediately the brother's going to, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say something back. Or they're going to, listen, man, the energy you put out is going to come back. So even if you're right about the shit you say about brothers, they're going to still say shit about you that's going to embarrass you. That's just the way it is, man. And I'm not sitting here saying that you're safe from slander if you don't slander others. What I'm saying to you is that you're safer, number one. Number two, you're doing the right thing and you're keeping your fucking nose clean by not talking about others. And this is coming from the king, from who used to be King Petty. I used to be really fucking, oh yeah, Sabak, you know, this and Comfy and Adiala, the Saints of Thunder used to make rap songs about niggas. I'm the king of that shit. You know, and I'm telling y'all, listen, that got me nothing but headaches. Because I do a video, especially about a guy like Adiala, that motherfucker don't stop. You do one video about that guy, he's gonna fucking do 10 more about you. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of shit that's not true. And then I have to fucking defend myself against the false accusations. Because that guy always comes up with shit and he contorts facts and says, oh, see this, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? And I just talked about the man for nothing. Because there's really no reason for me and that guy to be in each other's circumference. We don't even believe in the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, and then I make a video about Comfy, and then Comfy's bitch ass, what's that called? The Antichrist unit. The Antichrist unit is going to make 20 videos, and it's 20 of the motherfuckers at least. So you know there's going to be 20 fucking videos made like they did about me one time. You know, and it's funny because everybody in this truth that talks shit about one another, you know, it's like you get balls when you get in front of a camera, but you don't fucking have the same balls when you run into brothers. And that's a fact. I done seen it. Because that guy out of Yala, he don't have the same balls in person as he does over the fucking camera. Neither does House. You know, and I'm talking names that a lot of y'all don't know, but a lot of people grow balls in front of a camera that they don't have in real life. It's like their balls get inflated and shit while they while they're in front of a fucking camera, but turn the camera off and see me in person, and it ain't really about that. You know, and it's not for me to talk tough neither. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all have to stop that bull. Even if you're tough enough to fucking do it, at the end of the day, what's the Lord doing for you is what you have to ask yourself. What is the Lord doing for me since I'm sitting here putting my brother on blast? Huh? Since I'm sitting here talking shit about men, what is the Lord gonna do for me because I'm sitting here making videos, 10-part series is about men? What is the Lord gonna do for the Antichrist unit? Probably nothing, because they're probably talking shit about a lot of men that are the Lord's elect. The Lord's probably gonna curse their ass for doing that shit. You see where I'm going with it? You're gonna cause more problems by making videos about brothers, talking shit about brothers, than you are just leaving them the fuck alone. Just take their example and say, listen, you got brothers in the truth that do this. You know? That way you're not really taking a subliminal shot. You're saying this is the action that I'm condemning. I'm not sitting here talking shit about a person because you're also giving them attention. Look how much attention I got for fucking ICGJC by dissing them. And I had a bunch of fucking rap songs that I was about to release. I had a bunch of fucking songs that I had better songs dissing them than the ones I put out on video. And you know what? The Lord just took that glory hound hip hop rap spirit off of me. He said, listen, I'm calling you to do something else. I still rap. You know what I'm saying? And I would still do a diss song, but I'm not going to release it. You know, it's for me. I got a bunch of fucking Sarasut and Seti diss tracks. Fucking, what's the faggot nigga name? Shaka Akwath. I got songs dissing a bunch of motherfuckers that's never been heard by even 10 people. And so what? You know, they're for me. You know, they're for me to listen to. You know, but anyway, that's beside the point. The point that I'm driving home to is, you know, let's stop talking about each other. Let's stop being in competition with one another, because the scriptures don't talk about that. The scriptures don't say, hey, you got to compete with each other to, you know, listen, you do, the scriptures are very clear. All right, it says, give all diligence to make your calling more sure. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but you do the work. You just focus on you. Focus on you doing the right thing. Focus on you being spiritual. Focus on you changing people's lives, man. Worry about the right things. Worry about things that are going to actually get you saved. Stop worrying about each other. You know? That's what it is, man. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that if somebody wrongs you, not to put them on blast. But let it be that they wrong you or someone you care about or someone close. But don't sit here and watch a motherfucker from far and put his actions. Like, a lot of times, I just get the feeling that motherfuckers are sitting here watching hours of each other's videos just for shit to talk about. Just for shit to talk about. Just to be able to say, hey, see, this guy did this, this guy's that, you know, he's wicked. Fucking immature, childish shit, man. That's not what I came into truth for. I didn't come into truth to talk shit about others, man. You know, but I already pretty much ran it way too long. You know, but I'm just passionate about this thing, man. I don't like seeing the truth turn into WWE. Everybody, you know, sitting here talking, oh, we're the New World Order. We're the red and black New World Order. We're the black and white New World Order. Like, whatever. Let's just fucking get out this fucking world, you know, as best as we can and as intact as we can. And stop fucking talking shit about others, man. Because once you say something, whether it's true or false, the original lie is going to stick. So that tells you that you shouldn't be sitting here talking shit about each other, man. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna do things and say things that are not entirely accurate. And what's gonna happen is people that listen to you are gonna be like, oh, well, you know, 10 years later, it could be, they're gonna talk about the same brother and remember the original lie that you said, or the original piece of misinformation. And they're gonna forget that it got cleared up later. And the scripture's talking about a good name is better than precious ointment. So what does that mean? That means you should not only protect your own name, but you should really be very careful of hurting the names of other men. Because what happens is when you hurt other men's names, they're going to do the same thing to you. What did you think? You was just going to sit here and talk shit about a brother and nobody's going to say nothing back to you, nigga? Are you fucking insane? We have to learn to keep everybody else's names out of our mouth and worry about ourselves. That's it. Seek out your own soul salvation. I could go on for days quoting scriptures, man, about this topic. I've never seen a scripture in the Bible that says you're going to be blessed for putting people on blast for dumb shit. Now, if a motherfucker's ripping off the people, if a motherfucker's hurting the people, teaching lies, then you get on the lies. You don't have to, listen, you know, at the end of the day, you don't have to sit here and talk shit about men. All you gotta do is say, listen, you know, Nate teaches this. This is what the problems is with that doctrine. Oh, Comfy, he's a fucking thief. He done this, that, and the third. That's all, man. You don't have to sit here and fucking go talk shit about the man's wife and kids and the Lord's gonna kill everybody you love, and you know. You don't know what the Lord's gonna do. The Lord might use him to have mercy on one of his family members. One of Comfy's wives might really be like, you know, spiritual, you know, whatever. You know, and the Lord just took him out of his way, and she could raise up a lot of sisters or something, you know what I mean? Or one of Comfy's sons could come up and be like, yo, my father was a piece of shit. You know? You don't know what the Lord has in store for others. You don't even know what the Lord has in store for you, so how are you going to sit here and talk about other men and saying, oh yeah, he can't be a man of the Lord. I don't believe that. Like, it don't matter who you believe is what. It matter who's, you know what I'm saying? To you, it should only matter what you doing. You can only talk about yourself, man. Trust me, I've been in this truth for a long time. You really don't know each other. You can sit here and pull scriptures about know them that labor among. A lot of y'all don't know each other. I can't sit here and say I perfectly know every man in my camp. I know them to a degree. You know, but listen, man, they're trust and believe, people will surprise you. The minute you put something past the brother, that's when he does it. Trust and believe. Trust and fucking believe it, man. Because I've been disappointed many times. You know, motherfuckers talking about relationships. Fuck relationships. I've been disappointed by Israelites. I've been disappointed by Israel a lot of times. Straight up, man. Those are the biggest disappointments, man. Fucking biggest heartbreakers, man. Like, I can't believe this brother did that shit. I remember fucking like crying behind, like, I can't believe this shit happened. And it's some shit that don't hurt me, but it hurt the brother. I'm like, nah, man, it can't be true. Tears in my eyes and everything, man. That's the spirit we should be in, caring about one another. We should, listen, honestly, brothers should have each other's phone numbers to talk to each other about shit. Instead of fucking doing this whole bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Who else do we fucking have? That shit, I'm going to tell y'all right now, that shit, the spirit that I'm attacking in this video is exactly why I don't have a lot of friends in the truth. It's exactly why I don't have a lot of friends in this truth. Because a lot of times brothers in this truth do not understand each other's actions. You know, like for example, I'm gonna tell you like this. If a brother was to look at my fucking my top 20 played songs on my iTunes, they would fucking have something to say. They'd be like, oh my gosh, you have no New York 90s hip hop in the top 20? Like, you don't got this, you don't got, you listen to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I mean, you could say that as a person, but you know, a lot of brothers make it a spiritual thing. How could you be spiritual and listen to this? You know? You could be. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? You know, but we're watching each other too much, man. That's the point. I was supposed to cut it off 6 minutes ago, and I done ran it for another 6 minutes. But, you know, I mean, I hope I made the point, man. It's all love over here, you know, but we just have to stop. We have to be more merciful. We have to be more understanding, and we have to be more loving towards one another, and stop sitting here looking for each other to fail. You know how beautiful it would be if brothers from different camps, you know, were to at least not keep holy days in camps together. I'm not about that unity camp shit, but to actually see each other in the street and say, hey, shalom, up. Even if you don't have the same salute, just say, shalom, how you doing, brother? Everything's all right? Damn, it was good to see you, brother. You know, I know we don't deal with the same doctrine, but, you know, hey, man, keep pushing. Because you know what? Even like we look at ISUPK, ICGJC, IUIC, and we say, oh, they're not this, they're not that. But guess what? They're out there telling Black, Hispanic, and Native American people that they're Israelites. They're out there waking people up. And then you got other camps out there that are sitting here and teaching the Israelite form. Like, we're doing a good work. Zabak, I'm like listen, a few years ago I had a lot to say about Zabak. Now I'm looking at Zabak in astonishment. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like wow, he's still pushing despite all that. You know? Despite everything, he's still out there doing it. That's you have to give the man respect for that, man. That man's out there pushing still. You know, when I was in the murder mind state, I was like, man, fuck that. He got his mouth must be shut. He's doing, and honestly, he's teaching some things that I don't agree with, that he shouldn't. But you know what? He's out there putting in that work, man. He's waking people up. You know, even if those people don't wind up with him, you know, even if those people go on to find out, you know, a little bit more, you know, the Cornelius thing or whatever, he woke him up. And the Lord's going to bless him for that. You know, so the Lord's going to look at his righteous actions and his wicked actions. He's going to weigh him out. It's not up to me. I'm not the one that's going to sit here and judge whether Zabak go in the kingdom or not. There's going to be people in the chariots that I will never have seen. There's going to be white-looking motherfuckers that's going to be changed in those chariots. You know? But with that, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth and righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed away serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. All right, this video was made out of love for y'all. It's not, you know, no hatred. You know, I just want to see better. I want to see better from my nation. Shalom.